So effectively what I'm going to be doing is trying to keep you on just on the left-hand side of my screen. My left-hand side is my strongest side, and effectively what I'm trying to do to be efficient with movement is just to keep you on that side so I don't have to change direction too much. Because changing direction is a inherently inefficient thing to do because of the response time. And ideally, um, you're doing a good job of keeping up, if not outturning me at times here. But one thing I've noticed you do, I don't know if you'll do it in this P, you got better last few. Right, so this is the kind of time where you want to start counter-turning. Yep, okay, that was good. Yep, no, good. I would say EK a bit less. If I were a little more on the ball, I feel like I'd probably be able to punish you for some of these EKs a bit more, or if I sat and shot instead of moved. But overall, not bad at all. And oh god, that was a horrible EK from me, actually. Okay, on that one, I would say this is probably just a matter of practice, but generally you don't want to stop an anchor turn and counter turn if someone has you on their screen, purely because that usually means that you're going to end up taking a bit of damage while you do so. Yeah, like you just took a couple shots there. I think what you're doing is you're sitting a little bit too much, so maybe just try and work on continuously moving. I get that it's very, very tempting to sit for the easy damage, but it means that you're being moved around like this, and that just gives me a lot more time on target to deal damage on you. And you see it's working against me now. I made the same mistake, and now you're behind me with a lot more opportunity to deal damage on me than I can deal on you, rather. So that's actually a perfect case and point as to why you don't want to be sitting too much, at least in Gunzos. Once there are mines in play, then it can be a little bit different, but as a general rule of thumb. And in this, you'll probably note that I was waiting a lot more with my shots. That's because I'm quite happy to let you dump all of your power core at range. The Saber both is very power hungry and has a fairly slow regen. Therefore, if I have a power core advantage, I can then effectively either charge in or wait for you to charge in and then have that advantage, because you'll have already burned all your power core at range. So, let's see, what are the takeaways here? I'd say generally awareness of where the enemy is, which there isn't a particular exercise for that. I think that's mostly something that'll just come with practice, to be perfectly honest. And then timing counter turns accordingly. And then, of course, the fairly easy one to fix, which is, pretty much just not burning all of your power core at long range. Especially, if you're hitting the shots and if you're winning that trade, it can work, but that's kind of a niche scenario. Let's see if we can go again. So again, I'm going to be trying to do the same thing. I think what I might do is I might sit more. I want to see how you move around me if I'm sitting more. I want to see how that plays out. Yep, good. You probably didn't... actually, no, that probably was an okay time to counter turn, actually. You seem to be charging at me. Okay, that was... I think that was an early turn. I couldn't quite tell. I think it was. Okay, so you don't really want to go for those really long early turns. That's something that Nazawa does quite a bit, but you can you cancelled it there because you saw what was about to happen. But if someone is sitting on you, if you're going for an early turn like that, quite often you will eat a lot of damage while doing so, especially against a very high DPS build like this full Kraken one. That was much better. That was much better with the timing of the EK. Probably just purely because it meant that there was less time where you weren't maneuvering. But you can see that if I'm... well, can aim, frankly. How there's a lot more time with the reticle on my screen as you're drifting. Don't get me wrong, there is definitely a time and a place for EK, but not necessarily when you're like 100 meters or so out, which is still quite a lot of time to be able to deal damage on you. You're doing a good job of sticking behind me when I have sat too long, though. Definitely. Yep, good job. You probably could have boosted past me there. That's actually something you've done a couple of times, is you've kind of counter-turned in front of me when you could have gotten better results by simply getting past me and going for something of an early turn. But again, that's probably something that's going to come primarily with practice. Oh, again, you could have done the same there. You would have been in a much better place if you just boosted past me, or afterburned past me rather, because now I'm on your tail, stemming from that one counter turn in front of me.